Good morning. Feels great to be back in NYC. I just returned from a 2-week trip to Amsterdam and the Netherlands. I ate at a lot of notable restaurants there and had some fine adventures. I also filmed a lot of videos there, which I look forward to sharing, but I'm going to intersperse them with NYC stuff just to keep things interesting. This also brings me to my dining mission today. You see, spending all that time in Europe, I've neglected a key part of my diet. I am talking about New York style pizza. I have been craving the food ever since I've gotten back. As a result, I'm going to a very prominent spot in Midtown Manhattan called Angelo's Pizza. They're famous for their coal-fired brick oven pies. They've gotten a lot of great reviews, and I'm so excited to get pizza back into my diet. But one thing that has never left my diet is coffee, which brings me to today's sponsor, Atlas Coffee Club. Atlas Coffee Club is a subscription service that brings coffee from all over the world directly to your door. I've been enjoying a few different kinds of coffee from Atlas throughout the past week, and not only has it helped me stave off my jet lag, it's absolutely delicious. This morning I had Atlas coffee from Rwanda, and it was wonderful. One thing that I really like is that every bag of coffee comes with a postcard which gives an almost poetic description of the country that the coffee is from. It's inspiring some serious wanderlust in me. And there's also a card detailing the country's coffee history along with tasting notes. I really appreciate this because it shows the vast variety and uniqueness of coffee throughout the world in a very approachable format. Not only can one travel the world each month with a new coffee from Atlas, the experience can be tailored directly to you. The coffee can be roasted to one's liking, ranging from light roast to dark roast, and be delivered either as whole beans or ground to suit a variety of brew methods. All in all, I've been very impressed with Atlas coffee in terms of variety, quality, flexibility, and pricing. If Atlas Coffee Club sounds like it's for you, use the link down below to get 50% off and free shipping on your first bag of Atlas. I just love coffee. And now it's just about time for Angelo's Pizza to open up, so let's head to Midtown and eat some pizza. Located on 57th Street, right on Billionaires Row, is Angelo's Pizza. The restaurant stems from a family with generations of pizza-making passion. Inside, the establishment has more of a traditional restaurant feel rather than a typical pizzeria. This is also reflected in the menu, as it's dominated by a variety of Italian classics, but I was there solely for the pizza. Pies come in two sizes, one measuring 13 inches and the other at 17. I got a 13-incher and felt that it was an adequate portion for a single diner, but I do feel like I could have easily taken on the larger size. But that's just me. I can eat an absolute ton. Within only minutes of relaying my order, my pizza arrived. Oh, look at this. This is a pretty sight, and I am pretty damn happy about this. Wow. A pie from Angelo's contains both ricotta and mozzarella cheese along with basil. In addition, I chose pepperoni as a topping. I was so excited about this pizza. With all the glowing praise for the restaurant, I had such high hopes. Sadly, the pie turned out to be a mixed bag. I loved the cheese and the sauce, all of the flavors were on point, but there was no crisp whatsoever. Even when I reached the crust, it barely had any semblance of a crunch. It felt like I was eating a thin pita bread topped with sauce and cheese. The whole pie felt incredibly rushed. While the ingredients were of great quality, the texture was such a massive oversight. It harbored none of the characteristics of a coal-fired pizza. On the restaurant's website is a saying from the original Angelo, who characterized real pizza as, quote, "The crust has to be blackened and crisp, only fresh mozzarella and tomatoes." The ingredients of my pie would certainly please Angelo, but sadly the texture would disappoint. However, I know the restaurant has done much better and can do much better. I've seen countless photos of crispy pizza and heard the praise of the establishment's pies as having a great texture, which leads me to conclude that I may have just been unlucky for the day. Still, this shouldn't have happened. I was dining there 20 minutes after they opened for lunch on a Wednesday. It wasn't crowded. Perhaps my pizza was rushed or the oven wasn't hot enough. Whatever the case, I was partly dismayed. If I had this pizza without knowing where it came from, I would never have imagined it was cooked in a coal-fired oven. The flavor was good and satisfying, but the texture couldn't have been more off. I just arrived at Central Park. I grabbed a bench here. Now, this park is always beautiful, no matter the time of the year, but during the fall, it's truly magical. Regarding lunch, I have mixed opinions about that. For one thing, the flavor of the pizza was awesome. The ingredients were fresh, of great quality. It was delicious. But texture-wise was another story. When you craft a pizza utilizing a coal-fired brick oven, it brings about certain expectations, and to me, those expectations were not met. When I think of coal-fired pizza, I think of a crisp pie with a beautiful char. There was none of that today with my lunch. To me, my pie just felt rushed. It could have been so much better. But that's also my personal preference. Someone else could find the pizza to be just perfect. And that's fine, there's no recipe for the ideal pizza anyways. I personally just wanted more crisp, or really any crisp for that matter, because there was none. If the pizza was left in the oven just a bit longer, it would have been so much better. It's just a shame to have a coal-fired brick oven, a rarity in New York City, and not be able to use it properly. It's like having a Ferrari Enzo solely for the speed, but then only driving at 20 miles per hour to the nearest Chipotle to pick up a burrito bowl. It's like, come on, you got something special here, and you're not utilizing it properly. But I also realized that today could just be an off day. Maybe tomorrow the pizza would have more crisp. But regardless, my pizza today was still really good, and I really enjoyed it. It is great, great pizza. But it could have been a little bit better. I know, I'm nitpicking, but I have to. Despite everything, it's still great pizza, and I will go back. I just hope next time the texture is on point, because it could be phenomenal pizza. But regardless, I still had a great lunch, and I'm happy that pizza is once again back in my diet.